Good day, viewers. Once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, we'll bring you the very best. Breaking news, it is happening currently. Donald Trump has turned his attention to Nigeria because Donald Trump on his official page posted a video of a pastor in the northern part of Nigeria crying in the grave and dedicating the lost souls that was massacred by the Fulanis. Donald Trump posted it and said, "What was next?" This has buzzed the internet currently. Donald Trump said, "What was next? They don't know what is coming." This is the official page of Donald Trump. He posted it. Donald Trump, Biafra evangelist, has said this. Currently, there is serious panic in the north because of the Christians that they are killing. What do you have to say concerning this? Is it a good one for the Biafrans generally?
Glory, glory goes to God. On daily basis, I give him thanks. Because God is a strategic master planner. When God wants to free his children, he knows the route to follow. He knows the process to back on how to carry out a journey of freedom. God knows who and who are supposed to be in position for a particular word purpose. The Bible says, if you go to the book of 2 Samuel chapter 9, the case of Mephibosheth, he was a man born in the palace, but he was denied the palace periphery until a man ascended on the throne called David. And he now asks a question. David asks, "Is there anyone surviving in the house of Saul that I may show my kindness for Jonathan's sake?" And now, is there anybody that need freedom? These people that have been crying, complaining, that are born with the golden spoon, and Nigeria, the British now denied them. There is a king that need to rise to give them their freedom so that they can eat in the king's table. And that king that have risen now is no other king than these two kings. And the plus one, making it three. Number one is Donald Trump. Number two, Netanyahu. Number three, Putin. Are you hearing me? These are the kings that need to ascend the throne of kingship, of leadership, in order for Biafra to come. Because we have cried and we are now being dumped in Ladoba, according to the scripture. In Ladoba, Ladoba is not a place to be. It's not a place to reckon with. It's not a place where kings supposed to be. Take a look at what is happening today in Nigeria, with the Biafrans that are born with the golden spoon are now eating with what? Rubber spoon. With the Biafrans that are supposed to control, to be in charge, are now being molested and oppressed. Imagine in Lagos State today, a group of people called Afenifero whatsoever, now saying that there should be no Igbo man coming out as a candidate in Lagos State. Do you understand? Imagine the Yorubas. Imagine a state in Nigeria. And in Lagos State, you are talking about 75% of the economic growth of Lagos, which Yorubas are claiming to be their state, are from these people that you are rejecting. Out of what? Envy and strife, hatred. And somebody is telling me one Nigeria. What makes us one? You see why I love what is happening? Let God help us by using these people so that we can live and go and continue and start eating on the table of kings that the Lord have made us to be. Kings and queens. Are you hearing me? So Donald Trump, that prayer that pastor was praying in that grave shows you and I how come that man, it was when he started praying that Donald Trump now picked the attention. What touches Donald Trump, and how did Donald Trump even get to know? That is to tell you when God is at work. That is to tell you Jehovah is hearing our prayer. That is to tell you that this earth you are marching, don't think that you are marching the earth that nothing will happen. Yes, you are marching it, many things is going on. The Bible says the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. The word and there that dwelleth therein. So any prayer you stand here to do, God is aware of it. And that was why when the man was praying in those graveyards, the prayer of the man triggered heaven. The Bible says that the prayer of Abel cried to the ears of the Lord from the heart of the earth. So the man now cried. The prayer of the man now moved and ring in the ears of Donald Trump. Then Donald Trump has to pay attention, and which he has done. That attention, he now said that Nigeria should watch out next. Listen, do you know why he said Nigeria should watch out next? Gumi was complaining bitterly. Why should that ICC second in command be killed? That the terrorists in Nigeria are kidnapping. The reason why they are kidnapping is because they are using it to have their own end living. Are you hearing me? They are kidnapped. That is why they use that as a source to sort out themselves. So it has become a recognized and a phenomenon thing to Nigerian government, and that is why Nigerian government is not doing anything. People like Gumi is still working freely. Mazen Namdekan is in the prison. Are you hearing? See, my beloved brother, the time has come for us to go. God have answered our prayer. Yes, and I give God the glory. You know, I told you something from Al Jazeera. A man called Nawafi, Aboid or Obaid. You know, all those, their name is difficult for me to pronounce. The man in his interview, do you know what he said? And I believe that that is what is affecting and threatening the world. He said, how come that in this recent civilized time, period and season, that Israel remained the first country and the only country so far that has struck a nation that is highly technologized by Israel. You know, they are highly technologized, but yet Israel penetrated them without using their what? Their airspace. I'm talking about Iran. You know, Iran have advanced beyond what you can think of, but yet Israel penetrated them and strike them successfully and still go back without them knowing how come, because Israel could not use their airspace. They stayed outside their airspace and operate successfully. So this man in Al Jazeera talk about it seriously. He said many nations in the world are using American technology, but Israel has advanced beyond that level of their technology. So that now that many countries will now start, you know, going on how to do a research on how Israel was able to manage all those things. And by doing, Israel will advance to another level. That is to tell you the level of their technology, where they are going to. And that was why Israel is in their country, and they were able to dictate and to decode this man praying through Donald Trump page, praying in the grave in Nigeria here. At the same time, in their country, they were able to strike ICC second in command and the rest of them without Nigeria even knowing, without Nigeria noticing it. That is to tell you God is at work, because there are people that need to be in position for somebody to breathe. And if not, thank God for Netanyahu and Donald Trump. Yeah, thank God. You know why I say thank God? If not for America and Israel, I tell you, I bet you, the Christianity you are talking about and their faith would have been a dead and buried matters. Are you hearing me? It would have been dead and buried. There will not be like anything like Christianity again in the world. But thank God that these people, these nations, and how, you know, God have equipped them, empowered them, and the kind of wisdom and knowledge God has imparted in them that help them to keep the Christendom all over the world, not just in America, but all over the world. We are breathing, even this one in Nigeria, we are still breathing like me now. It's because of the existence of America and Israel. If not that, who give monkey banana? That would have, you know, take a despite that they are still in existence. You see what is happening in Nigeria and the kind of government we are running. But I still give God the glory, because God never fails his children, and he will not fail us this time. Biafra will definitely go. That's the next.
You mentioned Gumi. Yes, currently. Gumi is in tears and in bitterness currently, calling on the federal government of Nigeria to intervene. America is breaking the rules by interfering with Nigeria, that they don't have the right to do so, that we are a sovereign nation. What would you have to say concerning this? Gumi crying bitterly to the federal government of Nigeria to intervene, that they are massacring the Fulanis and the Northerners. What would you have to say concerning
Yeah, he has to cry. But when the Northerners are killing people, you understand, buying people, what happened? Sheikh Gumi is rejoicing. Now they face it. Sheikh Gumi is now crying. That is to tell you the major agenda. That agenda is the conquest of conquering Christians and making Nigeria a what? A sovereign nation of Islamic. So the Usman Dafodio vision is what remains in their agenda and in their hearts. So let him cry the more. And it's not far-fetched from what I have said already. He's complaining and he has to keep complaining. And the deed will continue to go and backfire. If Nigeria is a country that is working, somebody like Sheikh Gumi, do you know that Saudi Arabia turned Sheikh Gumi down? If an Islamic nation, the mother and the father of Islam all over the world could turn somebody like Sheikh Gumi down, when he want to travel to Saudi, they deny him. They say they don't want him, they don't need him. They say, oh yeah, go back. You are not welcome. But to look at that kind of person here in Nigeria, still speaking and still talking, still working freely, nothing. That is to tell you how merciless and how useless and how stupid Nigeria is because of the British and backup of their evil agenda. The most corny people, very stupid and greed. So let him cry more, to all I care. It's none of my business.
Well, sir, Biafran evangelist, a Biafran agitator has come out clearly to call on Bianca Ojukwu, saying, are you not seeing what is happening? Since Donald Trump was able to eliminate the member, the second in command of the ISIS, you have come out to say nothing about it because you feel they are fighting for the Christians and the Biafrans. As the Minister of Foreign Affairs, you should have come out to let us know what exactly went down. But since it concerns the Biafrans, you're saying nothing. What would you say concerning this?
She will not say anything, neither will she say any concern, because she have already taken affair of the Nigerian, the zoo. The affairs of the zoo and the spirit of zoo have taken over Bianca Ojukwu, not Biafra again. And another thing is this: in addition to this, a message have already been sent and passed to so-called a group of APC, them that call themselves city boys. I don't know whether you are aware that in election, in APC primary election, chief priest, or what is it called, who got to 14 votes, and he came back and he was lamenting, ranting and lamenting that people did not give him vote, they did not win primary election. And I said, and I'm using this opportunity once again to reply to him. He said he spent money giving elders, the chiefs, and who do you give? You give the chiefs, and those chiefs are the people that give you 14 votes. But their children is passing a message to you. Every man, that is one thing, every man have more than one child. Are you getting it? And those chiefs that you give money, you give your money, their children vote for the candidate of their choice. Them vote for you, because now them you give money. And it's a message to you people that claiming city boys, that in the east you will not look your face, because you fuck up, you will treat them for you. Two, and it's a message too to APC. I'm not campaigning for any party or any candidate, because I am not a Nigerian, I'm a Biafra. You understand? My campaign goes to Biafra, Mazen Namdekano, and my people. You understand? But I'm just chipping out a message based on what is happening to those of the Biafrans or Igbos, Furefu. Those Igbos who Furefu in the name of they want to join Ashiwaji, want to join AP, want to join, like a Bianca too. This should be a message and a lesson to all of them, that the time shall come. Please, forgive me, we will not take it. So if you are playing any game, play with caution. Be careful. Be careful with the game you play with your family, because we, the Biafrans, are your family. But if you deny us now, time is coming when we will deny you too. Yes. Time is coming. You may think that you are flying now. Yes, time will come when you will not fly. We'll be the one flying. Then we will tell you the limit at which your own plane will fly. So, and that's the message, and that is me. So whatsoever Bianca is doing, let her be careful, or else time is coming when she will come back to apologize. If we say we are not accepting the apology that she should go to Nigeria, may she no talk say we wicked. Now she start the whole thing.
There is a secret meeting that was revealed currently because it is said that a round table was held in the northern part of Nigeria. They have called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case a bone in the neck. With so much interest coming from the world powers and what is currently happening from Donald Trump has sent serious panic to the north. So a meeting was held. This man has become a bone in the neck. This is a statement coming from the northerners. And Tinubu is currently on the hot seat concerning this. Biafran evangelists, they have called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case a bone in the neck. What should they do?
I don't have any advice to them. You understand?
What's your opinion?
My opinion now is this. They did not see it coming. They thought it's a usual game. A bone, that is how it's supposed to be. A lynching. That is what has happened to Nigeria. Because they never believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a VIP. It's a UN VIP. Special VIP. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have passed through series of tests that qualifies him as a freedom fighter before he came out to make it officially. And Nigeria did not even go far to do a research. They use that common eyes and that negligence to neglect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to corner Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, believing and thinking that they can treat him anyhow. So at the end of the day, look at where it has landed. It is a hook and it will kill them. Yes, because I will not forget, I do remember, he said the suffering of my people will end in me and I will end Nigeria. And it's coming to pass. So it will end Nigeria. And our suffering in Nigeria will end. Intimidation will end. Humiliation will end. Negligences will end. Letdown will end. Everything. You know the kind of intimidation and humiliation. Imagine. See, on a norm guy, say, Yorubas now made them engage us with the fight with Igbos. Can they stand it? I remember during my school days, when one was like, you go do training, you do, you know, when they go, hey, whoa, I say, no worry, carry and come. When I really give him, when he don't say that, the next thing he withdraw. They don't get the liver, the strength to stand. This one no be, what is it, fish and the gari. They will do amaranko. This is a real apple, real energy and strength and power. We give it to them. When we are just like, let there be peace, let there be peace. And they are eating us up. Because the British helped Nigeria in the war. Then they now took the advantage of it to molest us. And that thing continued till now, from our fathers till now. No, enough, let it stop. It has to stop. And God will continue to bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his generation for him taking that step, bold step, because many of some people have rise and they fall. And I remember the statement Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made. He said, freedom. There are people that fight for freedom are noble people. Freedom is not given to greedy people, neither is it given to the poor people. Because when you are poor, you never see money. They give you money, you go fall. When you are greedy, they give like what is it called? Wazirike collected his own and get out. But do you know the offer they have given to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Yet he stood on his ground. That is integrity, discipline, determination. That is the genuine hero that Biafran ever produced in the history of Biafra. Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Onyendu. So therefore, it's supposed to stand as what? As a hook, because they have tried all means. And this thing reminded me of what Wike said. He said nobody has ever, the offer they have given Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nobody they have ever presented that offer to, that will reject it. Oh. That is very, very, attempting. It's very, very tempting. But he rejected, and for him to reject it, people of that will definitely, you cannot defeat them. they always get what they want. And that is the message that you are getting now. Because international, the world powers now are giving, are now fully interested, discussing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. Go to virtually go to Russia, every corner, go to even in China, they are now talking about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The countries you least expected now, even in Italy, they are discussing, Germany now discussing about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Australia is discussing about Biafra issues. The world is discussing it now. Asia is. I was shocked when I even in Japan. The matter issues are being looking into. All these things, Nigerian media will not give it to you. Never. You cannot see it. And that is it. So today, Kanu have emerged as that hero we are looking for.
What's up, Biafran evangelist? You said it all.